it's empty. I've never been on one of these buses before that's empty, so tons of room. Hopefully we get a good extended ramp tour. My impromptu ramp tour out of Frankfurt started off quite promising. I was very happy to see this Air Canada beautiful A330 sitting at the gate. The bus went under one of the gates very briefly, and then we came out to the 747 lineup gate area, but unfortunately it was quite short-lived. Well, that was boring.
My name is Justin House, and together with the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you on our Lufthansa Starlight flight to Amsterdam. Today's flight time is expected to be 50 minutes. Kindly make sure that your hand luggage is stowed without blocking an aisle or emergency exit now. Please switch off your laptops and stow them in your hand luggage as well. You can use lighter devices like mobile phones or tablets in flight mode. Please fasten your seatbelt now and pull it tight. We wish you a pleasant stay on board with us.
Believe it, there were no less than 5 747 tails lined up here at Frankfurt Airport. Most of them were 400s, a few 800s mixed in, but what a sight to see in the year 2025. I had just arrived from Vancouver to Frankfurt, made the connection to this A319 flight to Amsterdam as I was attending the Amsterdam Aviation Fair, so it was nice to be flying in business class. I was in seat 5F for this short hop over to Amsterdam, and lucky me, the entire row was empty. As we were pushing back, I was maneuvering in my seat to try to see the best vantage point and timing for filming all the 747 tails, and I would have to wait a bit, and I think it would be worthwhile, as you're about to see. Now that we've been pushed back, we're being disconnected and the slats will be deployed and we'll be on our way after engine start. Here come the slats. Pilots are checking all control surfaces before releasing brakes. The journey started. This was what I was looking forward to, being able to see all the lined up tails and filming the various 747s in front of us here. Just unbelievable, really. that in the year 2025 we have all these 747s in service and visible at Frankfurt Airport. It's just incredible. As a side note, I find it interesting that the Lufthansa New Colors does not include the last two letters of the ident on the upper tail. I think it's most useful to have it there myself. Here we have the lone A340-600 sitting at the gate. Very rare type, not too many airlines left still operating regular scheduled services with the 600. Here are the very famous Lufthansa Technik hangars, Frankfurt Airport. Over the years, over the decades, there's been many publicity photos of Lufthansa with aircraft taken in front of these very hangars. Last year I had the pleasure of flying on Eurowings Discover, like this Airbus shown here, from Calgary to Frankfurt. And it was quite nice, but this year, of course, I was able to fly on the Lufthansa A340 business class. And instead of out of Calgary, I flew direct out of Vancouver to Frankfurt. All the Lufthansa 777 cargo machines, quite a number actually. I remember not too long ago, it was a fleet of MD-11s that Lufthansa operated for their cargo services, but so quickly they changed over to these 777 freighters, which are quite nice. But of course I always prefer a tri-jet to a twin jet. Here we are taxiing in formation with one of the mentioned Lufthansa 777 freighters. Don't get to see these in Canada, certainly not in Vancouver. They're very, very handsome looking machines. Very sharp looking, and neat to see this airplane right out my window, taxiing just off the wing of our airplane. And here we are, it's our turn. We're taxiing onto the active runway for our departure to Amsterdam. Anticipation is building, waiting for throttles up. Until now, I was unaware that they're building a brand new terminal with quite an extensive gate and bridge system on the other side of the airfield. Here it is. It's quite something. I don't even know what they call this. Flying over downtown city center Frankfurt. I think this is the financial area and the central train station area and Hauptwache, if that's how you pronounce it. But yes, I've been to this area many, many times on my Rolex watch expeditions. If you're also interested in Rolex watches, you can check out my Frankfurt watch hunting videos over on my Watch Van Henry channel here on YouTube. So just 5 rows of seats on the A319 with Lufthansa. They keep the middle seats empty, which is nice. I think that's standard operating procedure. And as you can see, my row is completely empty from me right to the other side. And here's the nice business class meal that they served. Quick and easy service. Not sure what the yellow stuff was, but it was some form of vegetables with a nice cake and a bun, some water, served with a linen utensil set. I did eat that pile of yellow stuff. I don't know what it was, but everything else was destroyed, as you can see here. When you're lucky enough, it's nice to have a whole road to yourself. I certainly didn't complain.
Etwas weniger als 30 Minuten von jetzt ab. In Amsterdam erwartet uns auch schönes Wetter bei einer Temperatur von plus 3 Grad Celsius. Ich hoffe, Sie können etwas ausruhen und wünschen weiterhin einen angenehmen Flug mit uns. Dear passengers, as promised, some more information from the flight deck. The distance to the left, Düsseldorf and the Rhine River. Our remaining flight time around 30 more minutes. And Amsterdam reports clear skies with a temperature of plus 3 degrees centigrade. I hope you can relax and wish you a pleasant further stay on board.
So we're now over the Netherlands. Look at all these windmills for energy generation. They're quite common throughout the Netherlands, actually. The way it works is that the farmers, the landowners, do a joint venture with the energy companies. They provide the land and there's a sharing of revenues.
Cabin crew, please prepare for landing.
Producing windmills offshore in the water as well, as you can see here. We are definitely over the lowlands of the Netherlands, as you can tell by the geography, with all the canals and waterways clearly visible in this topography down below. View of a modern day windmill at work as we commence our letdown to Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. believe that every time I've arrived in Amsterdam, we've landed on the Polderbaan runway, and I think this was about to be no exception, as you're about to see. Sure what this noise was, this humming. Hard to tell. Might be an engine setting harmonic. Here we are, landing on the Polderbaan. Here's the public parking lot area for the Polderbaan spotting location. Quite a few people parked here, watching aircraft, as always the case.
Liebe Gäste, herzlich willkommen in Amsterdam. Bitte bleiben Sie mit uns noch so lange angeschnallt sitzen, bis wir unsere endgültige Parkposition erreicht haben und die Anschnallzeichen ausgeschaltet sind. Öffnen Sie die Gepäckfächer dann bitte vorsichtig, damit keine Gegenstände rausfallen. Überprüfen Sie auch Ihre Sitztasche, sodass Sie nichts an Bord vergessen. Flugkapitän Scholz und die gesamte Besatzung verabschieden sich nun von Ihnen. Vielen Dank, dass Sie sich heute für Lufthansa und die Star Alliance entschieden haben.
It's about a 10 or 15 minute taxi from the Polderbaan landing runway to the gates, as is typical, but I don't mind it because it's a good opportunity to do plane spotting. Never a complaint from my side. Did you notice the dead insect in my window frame? Here's Amsterdam's very famous taxiway that goes over the roadway. It's quite a neat thing to see. We're finally at the gate area. Notice this is the cluster of Transavia aircraft at their gates. Here we are, the last 50 feet of our journey, just pulling into the gate. It was a great flight. I enjoyed it immensely. Super comfortable, very efficient. Always nice to fly in an A319. Here's a view of my airplane as taken from the terminal building. Hope you enjoyed this video. Always look forward to your comments. Please don't hesitate to like the video, and I look forward to seeing you on one of my next air travel journeys. Thanks again.
Hi there, my name is Henry Tenby, and I'd like to tell you about my brand new book. It's called From Lodestars to Jets, and it's the most image-heavy, comprehensive, it's the most extensive history on Air Canada, Trans-Canada Airlines that has ever been published in the annals of aviation history. The book is absolutely loaded with images that many of which have never been seen before. Let's have a look at the pages, and then you can decide if this book deserves a spot on your bookshelf. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of the book. Isn't that gorgeous? It is printed on 105 GSM paper, so it's super high quality paper. It is absolutely loaded with images. As I say, there are approximately 600 images, just under 300 pages. Many of these images have never been seen before, and the stories that are within these pages, many of them have long been forgotten, and it is information that is absolutely fascinating relating to engineering and fleet planning and fleet development issues at Trans-Canada Airlines. Look at that Viscount wing structure design, feathering system. We've got a section on the Bristol Freighter, some face changes around TCA engineering, and then sections on the Connie. Models make moolah, of course, for you aircraft model fans. Whole sections on the Connie North Star. There we go. Engineering Department, 1950. Fabulous shot taken at, where's this? Cartierville. Absolutely gorgeous. And this will take you back to the good old days of Trans-Canada Airlines. As I say, I believe this is the most comprehensive history on Trans-Canada, Avro jetliner, that's right. Trans-Canada Airlines was instrumental in the development of this aircraft. Of course, up to the jet age, the introduction of service to the DC-8s, and other airplanes that were considered by TCA at the time. This is not the same old Air Canada history that we've seen many times over the decades. This is all brand new information, brand new stories. I've posted a link in the upper right-hand corner of this video that'll take you to the book information and order page. Also, I should point out that time is of the essence. Limited production on these books. Once they're sold out, they're probably sold out forever. And I hope you will enjoy the book as much as I enjoyed putting it together. Thank you very much.